Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Star Wars Conquest Let's Play. So in the previous episode, we were working on taking the Gamorrean system. We took the outpost of Gamorrean. We still need to take the battle station and the planet itself, but we needed to do a bit of recruiting after the battle that took place here because we got a little bit beat up. A lot of our Jedi recruits were killed off thanks to the auto-resolve system. So we headed back up to our home system of Raxus Prime, where we recruited a bunch, and I finished recruiting the other militia off camera. Actually, we might have a couple left. Yeah, I've got a couple spots left. But I was recruiting from Nar Shaddaa when I saw this battle happening. There's two Hutt freighters here. One of them is being attacked by one of my patrol fleets, and so we're going to engage hopefully both of these, if not at least one of them, and get a bunch of loot. We'll sell it in Nar Shaddaa, finish recruiting, and then we're going to hit Gamorrean and take it once and for all. From there, we'll probably focus on like Hypori and Tatooine because I want to get rid of the Hutts before anything else. We also need to do Salokami at some point, but oh, it's actually under siege. I wonder who is besieging that. It could be one of my lords for all we know. It would be great if they actually showed some initiative. But yeah, so let's go ahead and run one of these guys down. We'll go after this one first because that battle will probably end before we can get to this one, beat them, and get back here. So let's do this one first. While we're headed over there, I would just like to remind you guys to hit that like button if you're enjoying our series and you'd like to see more Star Wars Conquest, and don't forget to subscribe as well. It's the best way to follow along with this series and help the channel grow. Okay, so we're fighting this on Nar Shaddaa, a planet that we've become very familiar with. Getting a bit sick of this map, to be honest. But we didn't have any choice of whether or not to fight them on the ship here, and personally I don't like fighting on the ship because it really plays to the Hutt's advantages. Basically, whoever is better in melee is going to win those battles. Unless you have numbers significantly on your side, which in this case we did, but we would take a lot more losses than we would normally have to. See how many sentries they have? They would just overwhelm us, at least in the first few minutes. And then eventually our numbers would start to wear them down, but this way we're probably not going to lose anybody, whereas in the ships we would have lost at least a few. Can I get him before somebody shoots him? Let's see, go ahead and charge, but I think that's it. Yeah. No casualties on our part. Okay. I'll take the one Rodian captive. And let's access the item pool. Looks like I do have plenty of space, luckily. So we'll grab all this, although it's not worth all that much. And now we're going to head to get these guys. And hopefully they have a little bit more cargo on them than the other freighter did. Otherwise, this is not going to be a very lucrative endeavor. Let's see. Hand over your valuables. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We'll fight on the ship because I'm getting sick of that map. Okay, everybody's set up right here. Spread out just a little bit. And you can see we've already got one knockdown. Hopefully we don't lose too many more. I'm going to do my best to just kind of carve a swath through the center of their ranks. Because they have shields, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than it would normally be. Really? Come on, swing your damn lightsaber. There we go. Trying to fight me with a knife? It's not going to work. I always feel bad for the guys that catch it in the back. Like I'm swinging at somebody else and I clip a different guy with the lightsaber. It's like that would not be a pleasant way to go. I mean, at least it would be quick. Although, depending on where you got hit with a lightsaber, it probably would be that quick. A lightsaber would effectively cauterize the wound, so if you got hit somewhere that wasn't immediately lethal, you would probably survive because you wouldn't bleed out. But, I mean, you could certainly die from, like, complications. Let's see, we got a Jedi Warrior Master here. We'll put you up near the top here. But yeah, if somebody ran you through with a lightsaber, you actually wouldn't immediately die, unless they ran you through like the head or the heart, basically. But you know, if they got your internal organs, they would certainly slow you down and eventually kill you. I mean, it would take quite a lot of surgery to fix something like that, but you certainly wouldn't just drop dead. Let's see, what do they have in the item pool? These gloves are effectively worthless, so we'll leave that alone. Another not so lucrative freighter there, but you know, what are you gonna do? At least we hurt the enemy's economy. That's the important thing, right? So we're gonna sell this stuff. Hopefully we can, I'm sure we can sell it all here. Again, it wasn't very much or very valuable. Yeah, we're good. So that was everything. How are we on food? We've got plenty of Nerf beef and some cheese. Anything here like protein packs? No, just more cheese. What's this? Blue milk? Sure, we'll buy some blue milk. It's actually a food thing. I can't think of the word, but yeah, we'll buy some of that. And let's see. I guess we'll head to Barab, because that's the only place I have left to recruit from, other than like here. But actually, you know what? Is the Kessel Moon? I think we can recruit from the Kessel Moon. That's technically closer. So we'll grab some militia from here. No, we won't. We'll head here and hopefully grab some militia, and then we're gonna head south. Perfect. Take as many as we can. Looks like we do have some upgrades available. Give me as many soldiers as we can take. Another Padawan there. All 8 of those guys are ready to become Jedi hopefuls. And my Tusken Raiders are leveling up. I don't remember. I think I took them to throw them in a garrison, and I haven't had a chance to do that. Or at least it didn't occur to me to do that while I was running around recruiting. So they're going to fight with us for a little bit here. But we're going to... Should we take the battle station or the planet first? We don't have anybody with us. Oh wow, the garrison here is actually really pathetic. We can easily do that. So yeah, we'll take this. We've fought bigger garrisons taking battle stations and outposts. This is only like what, 207? That's not bad at all. Go ahead and besiege the planet here. Okay, so let's go ahead and lead our soldiers in the assault. And oh god, what a mess. We better just get in here then. It spawned us all in like the same small little courtyard, and my frame rate is not pleased. These guys are all just kind of sleeping, so I'm gonna hack for as many as I can. Get over here. I'm gonna try to cut down the guys that are actually threatening my troops. Obviously, that makes more sense than attacking the ones that aren't doing anything. I mean, obviously, you want to take advantage of that, but gotta keep our guys alive too. And if they're not posing an immediate threat, it makes more sense to attack the ones that do. Let's get these guys. I'm gonna get surrounded, aren't I? You know, their AI is not very good. Okay, that Twi'lek is on our side. Plenty of lightsabers flailing in there. Looks like Vane Swag was getting into the thick of it with his double-bladed lightsaber there. Really? I didn't get anybody with that one? Got you. Who's R2 unit? I mean, it's not mine, so it must be theirs. So that cutting down R2 units, but it's the enemy. Damn, how did I miss it? There goes a really poorly modeled C-3PO. Protocol droid, I guess is the correct term there. Damn, that Gamorrean is hanging in there. Are we done yet? No. How did they get behind us? Who's left? Oh, great. We're gonna have to fight this several times, aren't we? I mean, I feel like we dealt with most of them there. There's quite a few lightsabers on the ground too, which makes me wonder how many guys we've lost. But we can't get through, so we're gonna have to fight this at least one more time. So let's see. What did we lose here? 11 dead, 29 wounded. Let's see. Militia and a Jedi hopeful went down. One Padawan was killed and another wounded. One of our soldiers was also killed. 2 heavy troopers, 4 commandos. That's actually really surprising considering the commandos are actually a pretty competent melee unit. They have rifles, but they also have... I can't remember what melee weapon they have, but they do have a pretty decent melee weapon along with a shield. So you would think that they would be pretty effective in melee combat. At least more so than like the soldiers who just have like a baton or a combat knife. But no, apparently almost all the commandos either were killed or wounded. It could have been a matter of like where they spawned, but I don't know. That to me, those numbers seem to suggest that they just weren't very good. And then, wow, we nearly tore through the entire enemy there. They only have a few left. Okay, so let's assault the shields one more time. They have on the order of single digits. Officer Mobus Hildrez, I guess I'll accept that. But yeah, they have probably, I would think less than 10 men left, because that was nearly 200 that we killed right there, and they only had 207 to begin with. I'm not going to bother with another auto-resolve. We know better than that at this point, so let's go ahead and, you know what? Master Roken is going to wash his hands of this, and he's going to let somebody else take over. Because, you know, the battle's already won. Why risk harming himself? So let's go ahead and we'll play as Kyle Katarn here, and we'll lead our soldiers in the assault. Okay, and Kyle actually has a blaster pistol, as well as a lightsaber. True to form. There we go. His lightsaber is actually two-handed though, because he has a lightsaber shield for when he's using the pistol. And so to get him not to dual wield, you have to give him the two-handed lightsaber, which is actually a little bit longer than the regular lightsaber. Okay, so they're still stuck behind the wall. We're going to have to probably auto-resolve this then. 18 dead, 1 wounded. They cannot have very many left. Oh, it gave it to me. Cool. Ooh, Royal Guard. Do we recruit the Royal Guard? We have the space. Let's see. We're going to fill our ranks because, you know, we can just throw the rest in a garrison. So I'll take them. And then we've already got some Tusken Raiders and Warriors, so we'll go ahead and grab a few more of those. And then I guess we'll take the Blazing Claw Pirates. I'll just take 5 of these, because we have already got some pirates in one of our garrisons. Oh wow, all these guys are ready to become initiates. 4 more Padawans there. Got some both in militia. Nearly all of those guys were ready to become soldiers. You guys, wait. You're militia, never mind. I thought they were, officers or soldiers. Let's see, where's that Guardian? There it is. Okay, we'll move him up there. Hopefully the consulars don't all die again. If they do, I'll probably stick exclusively to Guardians. But the first Jedi recruit that, or the first Jedi unit that we ever came by was actually a consular. And he survived a really long time. He became a Grandmaster. Unfortunately, he's dead now. But, I mean, it goes to show that the consulars aren't worthless. It's just, we've had poor luck with them. Okay, what do we have in the item pool? Nothing really. The Hutts must be really hurting for cash, because it seems like they're just becoming more and more broke. Why did my robes change? Oh, I keep forgetting. When you play as a different character, it messes up your inventory. Let's see. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. The Force Choke doesn't work. I'm going to just leave it there and we'll use the Force Push. And I'll have to reorganize this at some other point. But that was roughly my inventory. Actually, no, I had the better of the 2 boots. Okay, cool. Gamorre is now ours. And oh, there's a tournament to celebrate. We've got more important things to do, though. Let's sell these cartridges. Not the cheese. We'll get rid of these boots and those boots and that helmet and that armor and those cartridges. So let's see. I believe I had some Jedi robes up there. Over here I have my force jump. And we'll put that there. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that speeder bike, but we'll hang on to it for now. And then we had some food. And I guess I'll just get rid of the force choke and these dark side powers, because they did not... Oh, I can't afford... Or they can't afford to. But yeah, they didn't work. I think the port broke a lot of the force powers. And so... we know force push works, so I'm going to keep using that. Let's go ahead and I'll leave a little bit of a garrison here, like a trace garrison. All the Tusken warriors can stay, the Blazing Claw pirates, and I'm tempted to keep the Royal Guard. I think that they'd be a lot of fun. Let's see, they're part of the marksman group right now, so I'll keep them there. Actually, the marksman group gets too big. Let's make them part of the infantry, I guess. And I'll put them up at the top. Right about there. Okay. So the planet of Gamorre is now ours. We've got another freighter there, but we've seen that the Hutt freighters aren't really worth attacking anymore. So what does this battle station have? Oh, I didn't mean to fly right into it. It looks like they are defending with, what is that, 143? Yeah, 143 men. So that should be a pretty easy siege for us as well. We may as well finish the system right here and now. And that will just leave them with, again, this little area here. One thing we will need to do is once we've taken this battle station, we'll need to recruit yet another lord. I believe we already did that for the outpost and the Nal Hutta battle station in the last episode. So we'll bring in one more guy and give that to him. Again, I'm keeping all of the actual city level planets for myself because that's where all my income is coming from. I'm really curious to see who's besieging this. We know that the rebels are at war with the Hutts, and then we are. The Empire is not. So it's either one of our lords being a little bit ambitious, which I'm totally fine with. I mean, I would prefer they take it rather than me having to beat my head against that broken map again. Or the rebels are taking it, in which case we'll have to figure something out later on. I mean, if they're going to take it, fine, because at least it's not something held by the Hutts in the middle of my space. But we do plan to, you know, unite the entire galaxy, and so that means somewhere down the road we might have to fight them for it. Okay, so the battle station. Let's do this. Okay, so we are ready to lay siege to the battle station. Let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully we don't get spawned right on top of the enemy like we did last time. Although that seems to work to my advantage, not necessarily my armies. But if I'm spawned right in the thick of it, I can usually cut down quite a few of them before they can even react. Oh, what do you know? Right on top. So let's just pick a target and go. I should probably set up somewhere. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Everybody hold there. Spread out a little bit. Jedi charge. Assault speeders charge. We might send in the commandos as well. But our advantage against the Hutts is certainly with our ranged weapons, and so we're going to play to that advantage. I do have, ow. Got hit me with the axe. Oh no! My Padawan! How dare you! I mean, not my Padawan, but somebody's Padawan. There's a lot of Gamorreans over there. I got you, don't worry. Let's see, they've got axes, but they don't have blasters, so I'm not going to give them the time of day. Because they can actually hurt me in melee. These guys, not so much. Yeah, if they sit there and just get shot at, they're not going to be able to do much. Ooh. I ducked that swing. Only just. He's got a pretty good shield if I couldn't knock through it in one shot. Why aren't my soldiers taking out these Gamorreans? Let's tell them to stand a bit closer, because they're really awkwardly spread out. One of my heavies just went down. Let's see. Commandos, if you could move up to here. Marksmen, if you could advance to about there. Here they come. Oh. Don't hit me. Yikes, I think I took a little bit of damage there. Okay, so we've got the infantry firing from one side. We've got the marksmen and the commandos firing from the other side. Nobody's going to bother shooting at this Gamorrean, apparently. Ah, here we go. Let's see. Commandos, you're good to charge. Infantry, you're good to charge. Marksmen are going to hang back and provide cover fire. And I'm going to get into it. I'm pretty sure I told the Jedi to charge. Apparently not, because there's still a bunch of them back there. I thought I told them to. I definitely told the assault speeders to go. What they could be is some of the Jedi units are not in the right categories, because every time they level up they change category, and so I haven't been able to switch them all, and they default to different ones. So for example, every time I get a Jedi Guardian, they're going to default to one category, and so unless I have a bunch of them at all times, they're going to constantly revert back, and it looks like that's what these guys are. Yeah, that's the Warrior Master, the Guardian. So I did send in the Jedi, but these guys just weren't part of that group. So what did we lose? 8 dead, 17 wounded, and we did not defeat them, but they've retreated to the main hall, so we're going to have to wrap things up here. It looks like I spawned with somebody a little bit more competent this time. Yeah, last time we spawned with 2 Jedi and they got wiped out immediately, but we got studs who just sniped the guy, and then here's Reich Jadarn over here. So Zuckuss is down. He manages to escape, however. We're going to take some more Tusken warriors and raiders as garrison troops, and then we'll capture everybody available. You know what? I'll take these 2 because I may as well. I have the room and I need garrison units. So, there's really no reason not to. We'll go 50-50 on that one. Man, the marksmen just get so overloaded. I feel like the jump between soldier and marksman, XP-wise, is a little bit too close. They should stay soldiers longer. I'd prefer to have a bunch of soldiers rather than a bunch of marksmen. They're just a nice complement. The soldiers themselves are actually very, very sturdy units and make a great battle line. The marksmen can't hold their own quite as well, but at a distance they can really put people down. So you want to be, you know, balanced between the two, and to that end we're really not. Yeah, see, these guys are part of the infantry. We don't want that. So we want the Warrior Masters in the Jedi Knights group. The Sage Masters can join that group as well. Guardians should probably be in there. Consulars, I might leave them. Well, they're already in Jedi Knights, so I'll put them there. But I feel like some of the rangier Jedi should maybe stay with the infantry. I'm not sure yet. Not sure what I want to do with that. And, oh wow, we actually do have some loot for once. It looks like it's all more or less useless, but there's quite a bit of it. And so I'll just take whatever I can carry, because we'll just sell this in Gamorre. Cool. Alright, so the entire system is now ours. Let's go ahead and manage this planet. We're going to build a comm center here, first and foremost. And on the moon, we'll have to figure something out. What do we want to build here? We can recruit volunteers. I'm gonna come back for that. Let's get rid of this garrison, or these garrison units first. Let's see. So take these guys, that guy, and are dancers better than Twilight females? I don't know. I'm not really all that interested in finding out. Okay, we got 2 more Padawans. I'll put them right about there. Let's see. I'm going to take another heavy because the heavies join the infantry. The commandos have their own group, and so I prefer the infantry to be the bulk of our forces. Everything else is just like, you know, complementary units. And so it makes it a lot easier for me to command the armies when they're properly balanced. When everybody is a commando and I send the commandos in and the infantry is supposed to stay back and cover and there's no infantry, you know, it doesn't work that well. So let's go ahead and recruit from the moon. Take all 11, and then what do we want to build here? Probably another... Well, I should build an industrial factory first because that will improve our income here. But furthermore, we do need some more Jedi temples. It's just a matter of where. I think we'll build one somewhere in this area. I don't know if I want to extend it this far yet because this area is a lot more likely to get hit by enemies at the moment. The ones up in the corner here are fairly safe. That's why I started with Almania. But like, Onagar here is pretty safe, I would say. So that would be another one. Obviously Ziost, we could build one as well because that's pretty isolated too. Ruria is right on the fringe, so maybe not. Findar, definitely not. And then, again, these are pretty close to both Hutt and Empire space, so that's not a great idea. Okay, so that is the Gamorrean system all wrapped up. I think we're out of time for the day, so I'm going to end it right here. Let me know what you guys think we should do moving forward. My guess is probably to go straight for Hypori. We'll have to see what the garrison looks like there and whether or not we'll need to call another campaign or if we can handle it ourselves. Again, we'll need to recruit somebody and assign them to the battle station in the next episode as well. And then from Hypori, I guess we can start looking at Tatooine, the Tatooine system at large. And then Ryloth is going to be the last stronghold of the Hutts. But there's quite a few things in here we'll have to take. They've got a battle station, an outpost, and then the planet itself. Tatooine is similar. It's got, you know, the planet, outpost, battle station. So we've got a decent sized road ahead of us still, but we're getting a lot closer than we were before. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Star Wars Conquest with you, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.